Pisces, how you doing? Welcome to your weekly reading here on the Astroflower, going from the 2nd through to the 8th of September, fully on into your summer period at the moment for you, according to the Astroflower. And, it's a case of making hay while the sun shines more than anything else. Let's just see what's going on for you on the overall energies. Here we have it here. There's an expansion on the relationship side, but there's a certain underlining current that sort of like, it's like you want your emotional relationship side, that's finding a partner and stuff like that, or developing your existing relationship. There's a big desire for that. But there is a certain way that it sort of comes over to your financial side. And it's as if like you're waiting for a contract or you're waiting for something to come into your life that, puts you on a level footing in regards to your financial side. So then you can have that freedom to expand the sort of your relationships and your emotional side or your spiritual path more than anything else. There's something in the future that's absolutely brilliant. Is a real opportunity, a bright thing that's going on, a real sort of changing thing that's going on, and it's on your karmic path to do this. This is almost as if like you're waiting for the results on something, and it could be sort of like from a job interview, from a bank loan, or you're waiting for results on something, but it's on your karmic path to be doing it. So it's almost as if like you've got a lot of worries about. And it's no need to worry more than anything else. Yeah, strength. I think this is what I'm saying. You need to be, you're finding that inner strength here. And I think this is holding your nerve. It's a bit of a poker face in a way as well, which you've got that sort of like energy on your relationship side and really want to expand your relationship side. But it's depending upon the other side. So it's like you're kind of going and hold, wait. And it's having that force within you, and that I think you need to know that you're bound for success. That's what you need to do. You need to convince yourself that you're bound for success. And sometimes it's difficult for Pisces to do that because, Pisces tend to sort of like, they got the fish that swim in both directions. So you can be your best supporter, but you can also be your hardest critic. And sometimes the hardest critic is, wins out. And I think that's what needs to sort of like change in your overall energies. On your relationship side, on your karmic path here, it's sort of playing out towards your past, but also into socializing as well. And I think it's tying up loose ends. I think you might have started something like a spiritual path or a relationship, or, started the idea of getting out there and sort of saying, I want to meet someone. And it's sort of like kind of going, I need to convert this into reality. Yeah, I think this is it. You're off on a mission. I think the energy that coming through here from the overall energy is, as I said, it's very, very open up. And I wouldn't even wait for the result on your financial side. I would allow your passions, and it's a good way of sort of like giving you, work play ethic, balance in life. And it allows you to, it's like a valve, a pressure release within your life. If you allow your passions to really go into your relationship side, and without any preconditioning, without any sort of like, oh, this is what I want, this is how it's going to be, this is how it's going to be. No, just get out there with the passions, I think, more than anything else. The universal energies here, the synchronicities is really playing out. It's also playing round to the future as well. That's helping you sort of like build for the future. Yeah, you're obviously on a pathway here, and it's on your karmic path to engage in that passion and staying true to it. Keep going on, keep pushing in a direction that's going to connect you with people, allow you to be sociable, open up, connect with other people that are around you, rather than just sort of like sitting at home waiting for it to happen. In your past self is really, it's got a lot. There's obviously tied into that. I think there's a lot of passions coming out of sort of kind of, you've started a journey, and it's a desire to get that journey through to fruition more than anything else. Yeah, it could be a journey of meeting someone with the Four of Wands here. Marriage card, celebration, the coming together of two plans, your plan and a plan of another person. This is what is you've decided within you, I think, in order to do that. And it's asking, your past is not going to let you off lightly here. It's asking you to get out there passionately, but without that precondition of who or what the person should be like, or what the spiritual practice should be like. I think it's a case of tasting a lot of things, but certainly going on a pathway of discovery of a lot of sort of passions and so forth. On your future self, there's, you know, is really bright as well, but it does play into this. It depends on your destination, or your future will depend on how you stay true to yourself. Yeah, there is a lot coming in for you, a great success. You can, as I said earlier on, the Pisces, you've got the fish that swim both in both directions. You can be your greatest fan or your greatest critic, and your wheel of fortune will depend upon how you put your passions into your life. What's the lesson to be learned out of this week here? That's very fiery. Learning to allow your passions to be without any control or contrived way of doing it. So, if your passions are taking you in a direction and someone says to you, oh, why are you like that? And kind of go, well, I'm being passionate about it. And, well, is that really good? And kind of go, well, look, how about you concentrate on your pathway? I'll concentrate on my pathway. And I'm sure we'll get together at the end and, have really good sort of passions and have a really good life. And, I wouldn't allow outside interference. And I think that's what the lesson is coming into here. Death and rebirth. This is a new you being born. This is definitely a new you being born in regards to your attitude or your engagement in life. You haven't got time to, I don't think you've got time to sort of like, sit around kind of going, oh, what if? I don't think you've got time for that. It's just like, bum, 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 go, go, go. And I think this is where the decisions that you're making, or the future self, is taking you into a whole new way of being that will be much, much better for you. I think you will enjoy it a lot more. Let's see what's going on your financial side, on your karmic path, on your financial side. There's something, as I said, I think you're waiting upon something. There's something that's on your karmic. It's like you're holding, it's like your karma's holding the horses back here, and it's waiting for a result in order for that allow those horses to go. And yeah, you get the Lovers cards. So you're getting this whole idea of your karmic path is waiting for you to get involved or get into alignment with yourself and enjoy life. And as I said, I think it's tied to something that you've started already. It's like you're waiting for a loan, or you're waiting for confirmation on a interview for a job, and so forth. But it's as I said, did I say it to you? Sort of like, if you you being you, or you going after your sort of passions and being in alignment with you and sticking to what you love, if a company turns around and sort of says, you're not the person for us, that's probably a good thing for you, that sort of thing. But I think there's here's where you can really be, I think you should be just governed by what is good for you, regardless of what comes out of something that you're waiting around upon. On the universal energies, it does want to play into the future. It's sort of saying, you put in, the universe will put in, synchronicity will kick in when you start activating it and start getting involved. Maybe it's waiting for you just to sort of decide and say, yes, I'm going to do it. That's a really big possibility. And it could be you procrastinating a lot, Yeah, Queen of Cups. It's waiting. It's possibly waiting for you. Very much a sort of Pisces card as well. And it's waiting for you to vibrant energy, to be engaged in your future in a vibrant way. And I think this will help you to free up that waiting on that contract and everything like that. The moment you sort of allow yourself to get out there and regardless of whether you've got that job or got that business loan yet, is still maintaining your passions for your future. And in your past self, I think this is where we find what you're waiting upon more than anything else. You've been on a mission, a very passionate mission. You've got a lot of wands here, by the way. You've got nothing but wands. Apart from this one cup. You've got nothing but wands. All the other ones are major arcanas. But yes, you've been working on like a confirmation on something that you've been really passionate about. And it could be a case of, as I said, applying for funding from the government or funding for something, or other people to join in, or investors, or the answer on a job. There seems to be that sort of thing that's coming out where you've been on a mission, you're waiting for this confirmation. In your future self, as I said, it's very bright there, it's very, very passionate. And I think it's gonna fall in your favor. You get the Seven of Cups, following the evident path that is good for you. Recognizing in the future, or I think the things, I think in the future, I think you're getting the answer to something that you've been waiting upon. And when you get that answer, it all makes everything very clear. You eliminate enormous amounts of possibilities and realize that actually this is the evident path. This is where I should be going down. And there's no other way around it. Once you start acting or enacting that, that's when you're going to get the good results. I think that's when it's going to make your pathway very, very clear for you. In your the lessons or the actions that should be with the outside world here, it's actually playing off to the left. I think there's a bit of be prepared. Be prepared to take. It's like going down a pathway and then go whoop. Be prepared to take a real 90-degree turn. Yeah, be prepared, to be freed from your waiting at the moment. Be prepared for it, ready to rock and roll. I think we'll see that in the clarifications on the Light Seers cards as well. But I think you've invested a lot of emotions in your career path, in your business, or in your projects. You've certainly invested a lot. And having to wait around for someone else or some other business or something else to confirm it is a bit annoying for you more than anything else. And you feel a little bit, a bit frustrated more than anything else. But I think that frustration is going to be short-lived, actually. I think it's going to become very clear for you in the future. Let's just see what's going on in the overall energies on the relationship side. You get the Seven of Wands as well. It's twice you got the Seven of Wands here. It comes out with this. And the Seven of Wands is all about having that inner strength to know your path. It's built upon the success of the Six of Wands. I think it's, your passions. That is your success. It's almost as if, like in the past, you've realized a lot of things about what you need to do in order to get your happiness, and now you're going after it. And I think you should remind yourself and remain true to that initial sort of strength that was within you. On the Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, you get the High Priestess. Engaging on this, out with the old and in with the new, and we can see this here. Out with the old and in with the new, and it's using your intuition, using your feeling. This is what I'm sort of saying earlier on about sort of when someone comes in and taking advice from the outside. No. Concentrate, take your own advice at the moment. Get your own conviction from within you. The moment you do that, that's when you're going to get some really good results, I think, more than anything else. More wands. it's a really passionate moment for you at the moment. You know, following down your pathway to be the best example of yourself. I don't think you need to, you don't need this internal struggle, and you don't need this external struggle. We're coming back to the idea of, you know, people being a little bit critical maybe of you, of how you're being passionate about life, going out there and getting it and enjoying life. And people might be a little bit critical about that, or you could be critical of to yourself, but I wouldn't be. Just being the best example of yourself and reaching for the best example is the best for you. With the Four of Wands, you get the Four of Swords. In the past, you have made a contract with yourself to enjoy life, and it brought you a lot of healing, brought you a lot of sense of, I'm feeling at home with myself, I'm feeling at one with myself. And I would allow that energy to be as well a guiding star for you, as it were, going forward, to help you stay true to your pathway more than anything else. With the Wheel of Fortune, as I said, and it's strange, you get the Seven of Cups over there as well. It's twice now you got the Seven of Cups. And with this Wheel of Fortune, it's as if like things are going to become very clear for you very soon. So you can then take a pathway that is evident for you to go down. There's no choices here. It's evident. There's only one cup that's giving you the water here. The rest of them has got snakes, got ladders, that's got like, you know, sort of clouds and what have you. You know, there's a lot of ups and downs and moving about, but there's only one that's really giving you the good stuff. And I think you should be very fully aware of that. That's what's driving the strength behind you. And this engagement with the world around you, with this death and rebirth. What's the new stuff that's coming out? Yeah, look at that, more wands. Freedom, freedom. That's what it's all about. It's freeing you up, and liberating you from anybody around you that may be just a little bit of a pain in the backside that's holding you back. That's chipping away at you, that's sort of kind of, do you really want to do that? Do you think that's a good idea? Kind of going, well, look, you know what I mean? Do you want to live my life or what? You know, just leave me to live my life. I'm going to make mistakes. Don't worry. We all make mistakes, and we learn from those mistakes. If we don't live life, we're never going to make mistakes. And this is, I think, this is giving you a focal point within your relationship side. On your financial side, you get the Five of Swords here with the Strength here. As this is a little bit about your internal critic, or yeah, I think it's internal critic. I think you need to get out there. I don't think you should be beholden to a decision from the outside world. It's like you're waiting on a job. You've done an interview, you're waiting to see whether you get the job. Okay. But rather than just sitting around waiting to see whether you get that job, keep applying for other jobs. Because someone may turn around and sort of say, yes, Pisces, we want you. And then this other company turns out, you know, the company that you went for before that was a good job, they're kind of, oh, we don't know, and kind of, well, it's okay. If you don't want me, it's fine, because someone else has offered me a job. And then that'll force the first company to kind of go, oh, okay, look, come on then. You know, that sort of thing. I think this is where I think you've got to not sit back on your laurels. Don't get involved in an internal conflict, and start really falling in love with yourself and getting in alignment with yourself. Yeah, I think there's with this Lover's card of being in alignment with yourself and falling in love with life, that is the healthy boundaries that you need to have. You've got more wands here. We got 4, 5, 6, ace, 4, 5s. Have we got the 6 of wands? No, not yet. But we got the 9 of wands as well, and the 8 of wands. Wow. It's a very, very passionate week for you. And I think I think the joy of living is going to be those healthy boundaries on your karmic path to sort of stop you from getting deviated and stop you from procrastinating. And here is those good healthy boundaries that are really pushing you forward. With the Queen of Cups, getting out there, networking, allowing your vibrant energy to be opening the doors for you. Yes, I think it's a stressful time at the moment, but I think it's a short period of time. I think you're going to get through it. I think you're going to get good results, better results than you think, out of your career path, your business and your projects. And it's going to make things very, very clear for you. And it may be a case of letting go of something, you know, a job that you went for in a job interview. Maybe a case of letting go of that in order to get the best job that you want. With the, look at this. All right, we've got another 7 on here. And just to sort of say, yeah, we have every single 7 on the deck here. 7 of Cups, 7 of Swords. Do we have the 7 of Swords? Yeah, we've got the 7 of Swords, 7 of Cups. We haven't got the 7 of Pentacles yet. We've got pretty much every 7. And this is, 7 is a number of revealing. It's revealing to you, how things should be. Once you, you know, number 7 is the number of revelation, and it's revealing a lot about your past, what passions engaged you to follow to start this path, this career path, this business or this project. And this, it's going to help you to play smart. It's going to help you to realize the joy that made you start going off in this direction. And once you remember that, you'll put pay to any internal conflict within your life. You won't worry about it anymore. Your conviction will be far greater than anything that's going to stop you. And it's getting out of that rut. As I said, a leap of faith here. As I said, in the outcome, you've got to be prepared to do a real sharp angle on here. And once that information comes through on regards to a loan, business, job or whatever, on this offer that's coming through, once it comes through and it becomes very clear, it's going to need a leap of faith. It's going to need you to kind of go, yes, let's do it. And that's what's going to free you up from that 8 of swords at the top there. It's at some point you've just got to take the direction, and you get the 9 of swords at the top there. This is what you're confronted with this week, and your woes and worries and internal conflict is really the thing that's holding you back. And here I think is a case of, if you're having an internal conflict about, you know, am I good enough for that job? Am I going to get that loan or not? I'm not, you know, I haven't done enough work to get the loan and everything like that. If you're playing on those sort of areas there, yeah, it's going to cause you a lot of woes and worries. But I think it doesn't really have any foundation whatsoever. You know, if you I wanted to pull a card that sort of says, if you free yourself up and let go of those worries, what comes out of it? Ace of Pentacles. You can a really big offer is coming your way. And I think this is the squeaky bum time, as we say in England, about waiting for the answer, waiting for the result. I think you're going to get good results, Pisces. I think you're going to get really good results. There you go. Thanking you very much for being here. I hope you enjoy all the energy and the spiritual videos that we're putting out on this channel as well. Joining in on the discussion about all of these things is absolutely brilliant. I don't have the only answer. You know, I only have my experience from my side, and collectively we can find the solution. So getting involved is absolutely brilliant. Any support that you show this channel for the YouTube system is absolutely beautiful. Commenting, sharing is really good. Obviously subscribing and what have you, it's absolutely appreciated. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun. So please do enjoy.